then let's put the spotlight on Bitcoin as the cryptocurrency's price dropped by about 1.4% today to reach 1,22,000 US dollars as the US dollar essentially strengthened, and that weighed in on the cryptocurrency market. However, the story just about 4 days back was completely different. 4 days back, Bitcoin set another all-time record high as a broader risk rally around the US government shutdown buoyed the world's largest cryptocurrency. So the token 4 days back climbed to as high as $1,25,000 over that figure, and it topped its previous record that the cryptocurrency set in the month of August. So the big question that we're asking on the show, well, what's happening in the crypto market, and is this volatility here to stay? To decode all of that and more, I'm now joined by Sumit Gupta. He's the CEO of Coin DCX. Sumit, it's always a pleasure to have you and get your thoughts on where the cryptocurrency market is headed. I was just talking about the fact that Bitcoin's price has crashed by 1.4% after touching record highs. What do you really make of these moves? Was this possibly profit-taking?
Look, Sumita, first of all, thanks for having me here once again. And overall, what we have seen is that Bitcoin has been breaching its all-time highs again and again. And while 1.2% or 1.3% move is normal, but if you look at it from the year start, I think Bitcoin has sort of grown almost 50 to 60% from the year start. The fundamentals continues to remain strong. People who are believers in Bitcoin as a long-term store of value, they continue to stay bullish on it, continue to hold it. Of course, people who are there for short term and who are trying to capture these swings because of the US government shutdown and news around the inflation data and Fed cutting their rates, I think it's a call that traders can take for a short duration. But long term, I continue to stay bullish, and of course, with the ETF inflows, I think the upward momentum is expected to continue, if you ask me.
Of course, you'll remain a crypto bull, but where do you see these crypto levels headed over the next couple of weeks, given the fact that this volatility essentially continues? And the second part of my question is essentially around the kind of interest that you're seeing from Indian investors, given the fact that the Indian government largely has not really been very clear about its stance as far as crypto is concerned. It's definitely not supporting cryptocurrency. It backs a central bank, a digital currency, essentially.
Sure. Sumita, for the first question, I do see that over the next couple of weeks, there is a 98% chance that Fed will further cut down rates by 25 basis points. That essentially will give upward momentum to Bitcoin. We don't know what the market will be like after that, but this month, because of that, and inflation is stagnant, there's higher unemployment and growth rate being slowing down. I think all of this is contributing to being more bullish sentiment on Bitcoin. Also, if you look at coin market cap data, there are different metrics that you'll see right on the top of the homepage in terms of what is the Bitcoin dominance, what is the overall market cap, what is the greed index. Some of these index that I look at regular intervals, all of that essentially says that the market is not overbought. That's the first part. Second part, in terms of India has a very different scenario at the moment. But what I do see is that there is more awareness, and because of the global momentum, and not just limiting to US, but also various other nations rising up to understanding Bitcoin and looking at it as a very strong asset class, which is independent of one region or one country, but rather a asset class which is which sort of rises when there is higher uncertainty, right? We have seen what happened recently because of the US government shutdown, but I think all of those things are something which are positive. India, of course, is moving forward its own pace. CBDC, I just want to highlight, CBDC is a very different type of instrument on blockchain. Bitcoin is a very different altogether. It's like comparing Indian rupees to a HDFC share. Those are very different, and I think over time there would be a lot more understanding, and I do believe that now we're at a stage which has proven, and not just by few investors, but globally.
Sumit, I was essentially referring to what the Union Commerce Minister said about 2 days back. He said that India will introduce RBI-backed digital currency, and the stance essentially is not banned but not backed either. Overall, that's essentially the kind of interest that we have gauged as far as the Indian government stance on crypto is concerned. But definitely crypto is going to be in the news, whether it's going to go up, soar and cross previous highs that it's sort of breached, or it goes down. That remains to be seen. Well, On that note, thank you very much, Sumit, for taking the time out and speaking to us here on ET Now.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to step into a very short commercial break. But after the break, well, we have a special interaction lined up with Tinder's safety head, global safety head. That and much more is coming up right after this short break.